What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. Euphoria Grappling here with some new product for you. Here with my partner Sad at TriStar Gym, we're focusing on high ball ride back escapes. This is when my partner is locked on one hip with a seat belt and connecting the far side underhook into a power Nelson. Now, as you can see, as one of us will high tripod, our partner is going to try and stay connected as long as possible in the high ball ride on top. And using this far side underhook to maintain connection while keeping our far knee to our partner's far hip. Either or, the partner in the high tripod is looking to break him down to the side of the long hook, meaning that if his long hook is on my left side, that's the side I want to drop him to. So what's going to allow me to do that, or any of us to do that in this situation, as you can see, Sad here is blocking the knee. It's already forcing me to break down, to fall off the far hip. As we're working on this, we're going to discover new details that's going to be very specific. They're going to allow us to escape and end up in really strong positions and submit. Different submission attempts or different strong positions where we can score many points here. Now, I'm going to open my chest and drop my knee. By doing that, I'm also picking up the same side arm that I'm dropping the knee on. As you'll see over and over again, from this situation, we're going to be building up to our knees into a tripod. Our partner tries his best to stay connected, submit, put the second hook in, or just maintain the high ball ride. More importantly, in our practice here, we're maintaining high ball ride as number one goal. So as I try to stay on top here, you can see my partner Sad's going to push my far knee out, dropping me to the side, drops his knee, picks up his elbow, and cartwheels out here. Pummels his head to the middle, and that maintains top position. It prevents me from maintaining back control with that far side underhook. Once again, watch him do it again here. I'm going to get control to one hip, get full back control here. I'm going to be very tight. I fall to one side, I'm controlling one hip. I'm pinching both those knees, by the way. I'm going to hike myself up, bring my knee to his far hip. You're going to hear me say this a lot. Here I'm attacking the power Nelson. He's in a high ball ride, drop that knee, escapes the elbow, and shuffles out. And he high cartwheels to a far side control. Now in this situation, it's very tricky sometimes. Sometimes your partner will be really connected to the head, so you might have to cartwheel out, or you'll just have to pummel your head and maybe knee slice to one side and finish the mount. It might not always be the same. It will be definitely a scramble, but in this case, he's very successful hopping the other way. I'm trying to maintain connection with the far side underhook here, keeping my knee to his far hip as tight as possible. Now I'm attacking the double underhooks for a moment. I'm really aggressive on the far side underhook, but as he drops the knee, tries to grab my head, I momentarily achieve a second hook, as you can see, but he right away pummels that knee back in, pushes my knee out. Now as I'm trying to attack the neck here, he drops to his hip, brings the knee down. I have his back for a second, but not enough the angle I want to maintain it, and he scrambles his way out. A little hard to see, but that was a good little scramble there. Now once again, we're going to continue playing this game. Now we're going for points. Whoever maintains the high ball ride is 3 points. Whoever gets the far side hook is 2. Who submits is 1. So our main focus here is maintaining the high ball ride. Once again, now we play. He's eventually going to get to his knees and tripod. And watch us go here. And here we go. I'm building up. He's going to drop the knee, pick up his elbow, and that's going to shake me right off to the side. Very hard to stay on top, as you can see. Here I try to maintain the underhook, but he's already on top. He pummels his head out. Now this is going to be my turn. As we work from here, I'm attacking his hands pretty aggressively to minimize the strength of the seatbelt. He tries to maintain top position, and he's really high on my back here, which is going to make it easy for me to see how I snuck that elbow out and pummel my underhook in as I drop the knee. Very hard to maintain top position. It's an instant back escape. As long as you stay on top, pummel your head or cartwheel out as you would. Any which way you'd like to do it. The moral here is you want to really drop that knee and pick up the elbow when he's high ball riding you, because it's going to be very hard to shake him off otherwise, especially with that when he has a power half Nelson. Now this power half Nelson is aggressive if you don't do anything about it early, but you tuck your chin. I'm going to drop my knee, pick up my elbow. No matter how connected he is with that underhook, takes him away from me. Now I pummel my head in, pin his wrist, and here I am on top again. Watch him go again. He's going to cartwheel out. He steps out. back in my guard, and maintains on top. It's very, very simple, but highly effective and high level stuff you see at ADCC, IBJJF Worlds. You're going to see this time and time again in the high levels, because this is really a position that a lot of competitors are successful maintaining the back, and a lot are really successful escaping. So it's very 50-50. Now right here with a very aggressive power Nelson, it's still effective for the guy on bottom, even though, sorry, the guy that has his back taken. As he does over here, he cartwheels out. If you tripod after escaping, it's very hard to stay on top again. So I would recommend what he just did. I like to palm my head in and start knee cutting, but that's me. I also like to do what he did, but that's in this situation a lot more effective because he's already on top and shuck me off to the side. And as much as I want to stay on top, I'm better off trying to wrestle up, as he's already cartwheeling his way out of there, and that will be the only thing that would slow him down. Otherwise, I'm just going to be on bottom playing guard. Now my turn to be on the back here. I'm going to try my best to control, and he's going to try his best to be as moving as possible, shaking me off. I almost stayed on top here. I have a submission attempt, but he cartwheels and limp arms out in this situation, which makes it really almost impossible to maintain connection, even though I was a lot more aggressive in this scenario. Now let's go here again for Sad. I'm going to try again to stay on top. We're going to see the same sequence we just saw. Right here, he's pushing the knee, escaping the elbow, dropping to his knee, and here you go, he limps arm. It's the same sequence, just for a fun one, because this is a more realistic scenario that you're going to see in this situation. And here we go again. Now this is my turn again on the back. Watch what Sad's going to do here. This man is slick. You see how he pummels his right arm out to build base? He got to a very, very strong combat base scenario here, which makes I was already falling off because his hip is already bent in. Now as he drops that knee, I was already off the back before he dropped the knee. Almost impossible to stay on. Let's see another one here. Sad once again is pushing the knee, building up. He took that from me, by the way. As I try to build up with that knee, I do it almost successfully. And I'm really aggressive on that far side underhook. I almost stay on top here, but once again, as he drops the knee, pummels his head out, it's almost impossible. I'm basically in a half guard here. And once again, now you're going to see me do the same scenario. I love this position because it's such a fast way to escape, and it's almost impossible for your partner to stay on top. That being said, doesn't mean they won't. There's tricks from there as well that are going to be able to counter this, but the more slick you are, the more likely you are to escape from here. I literally just turned on my knees here. He successfully got a second hook in. I will do something different here. He's going to attack my far arm, get a Kimura grip on it. I'm going to hip away, shuffle into him, elevating his leg, and that shut that right down, and I'm retrieved into his full guard and got out. Now back to the camera, but you know exactly what's going on in the hand fight here. The hand fight is the same thing you were seeing the whole time. I'm really pinching my knees over the hip. He builds up, drops that left knee, and he's going to elevate that other elbow. I nearly stay on top. However, I'm not as high on the hip as I was. I can build height, but the more he elevates his hip, puts his head on the mat, it's going to be almost impossible. And pummels that underhook in, shuts it right down. So you always want to pummel that underhook in after you drop him off the hip, because otherwise they will reconnect to the back. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.
Yeah, it's the knee that's in the case. Yeah. Ah, I was good. That was good. That's the first.